this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Robbie said they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 7.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Las Vegas.
Run for Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Lock. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Denver Broncos.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Lock on target there to Fant, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Lock gets this to Hamilton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another Broncos.
Lock looks to throw it again. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Mariota. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Keep on coming.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Block now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mariota. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now second and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ball carrier.
Tony Pollard with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yep.
It's caught inside the 25, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Broncos get a bit closer.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Tackle made by A.J.
A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards on the ground. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. Now Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now a give here to Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on second and 8. Mariota eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. trying to run for it with Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They go with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Block now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Jerry Judy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Locke flushed out right. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Brandon McManus to kick off 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On first down, Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Final score, Raiders 49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.